A tight racetrack awaits. Keep your eyes on the number 1 there. Ken Roxon, a slow reaction because he couldn't go too early because he ran into the back of Moss. But it's Freezy up the inside, number 3.
And Roxon, he got bogged down because of that crash right at the first turn.
Morans it was who went down, and we've got carnage there through the triple section as well. So we've got riders down, 2 bikes in there. So I wonder if this will get...
we got a lot of carnage.
Just wondering if they can get out the way in time there. Hill is one of them on the 75. Maybe Aaron Tanti on the 9. We've got Wave Yellow's going to be as they emerge back into the arena. But another rider down there as well, and that is the 10 of Justin Brayton.
Wow, Brayton's pinned under the bike there, and can't see the number.
Where's the Wave Yellows here coming into the arena? Well, there they are. All of a sudden, everybody's got to go wheels on the ground. There's a medical flag midway through. He was hoping to make some amends here, but a tough night there for Aaron Tanti on the number 9 on the CDR Yamaha.
Yeah, just unreal.
Bar banging going on here, changing positions. Wilson all over the back of Vince Freezy. There's Freezy hanging on to that lead. Remember, he started here 7 points behind. And Brayton crossing the track there as the riders enter the arena. And Freezy just keeping an eye on there, and that costs Wilson a position. And Matt Moss goes through, capitalises, moves into second place. A cheeky move that from the Australian on the Scot. And Moss then makes a mistake, he stalls. And redemption then for Wilson, who moves back into second place. And Moss can't get that machine fired back up, so the 102 FXR Club MX Yamaha rider goes from second right to the back, and that whole position amounting to nothing. Brent Nansen
made a move there on Dino, but it was after the incident.
Good recovery this for Kenny Roxon. He's up into, he just makes a mistake there, did he? Or he gets good drive, but then there's Wave Yellows there. Is that Moss just parked up on the right side, or was that? Couldn't quite see there, but anyway, Roxon moving swiftly through the field on that number 1 PMG Progressive Insurance Suzuki. And behind him, the battle for the lead. Ahead of him, further up track goes as Wilson tries to get aggressive with Freezy, who's on the brakes and just controlling the pace here right at the front, and that is bringing in Gregory Aranda in third on the number 20 machine for GSM Yamaha HBI Group.
Well, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Dean Wilson does not like Vince Freezy, and he's waiting for his time. But the problem is, Dino is going to have to get aggressive. He's going to have to move. Freeze bobbles in. Now, Dino goes to the outside. Can he get around this and get to it? Oh, he squares it up. Could not do it. And like you said, Aranda, he's just waiting. And look at that. Roxon now up to 4th place. I've said it before, but the cream always rises to the top, and that man is coming.
Aranda comes up short, goes out of 4th place. That was a hard hit for the Frenchman. Man, these riders are falling like flies in this first race of the evening.
Well, this track is deteriorating. Look at Wilson. He's got to the inside.
He gets it, and he makes it stick at the end of the straight. Wilson now leads on lap 8.
But look at Roxon. This would be an unbelievable win if Roxon could come from behind.
Wave Yellow's there. Who was that on the entrance to the arena? That's 49, I think that's 45, Colt Nichols.
Colt 45. Goes
down. Slammed down the inside. And Freezy doing what Freezy does, and Wilson, well, I tell you what, he's going to be
he's fuming.
Absolutely.
He's fuming under that helmet. These guys have had multiple issues, and Ken Roxon's just going, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Roxon, he knows now what he's up against. Freezy knows that there's a rider there. I'm not sure if he saw a flash of yellow front fender at the end of the whoop section there, but if he's not done it by the end of this lap, it'll be this halfway through the next lap at the end of the whoop section. Of that, you can almost be sure. Lap 9 almost coming to an end. Going to set himself up here. Needs to get on the fat part of the tyre pretty quickly, but he gets alongside. He's going to have to lean on him here. Freezy doesn't give him the opportunity. Roxon getting frustrated, but he knows he's ahead.
Stay out of those deep runs, get really close. Kenny could bonsai him if he had to.
He stays a lot lower there as well as he goes triple, but Freezy checks him up again into that left-hander.
Freezy can hear out of his ears where they're at, so he knows. Well, Kenny have a chance now. Freezy smart, blocks the inside. Ken has to go to the outside. He's going to square it up. Can't do much.
Final lap coming into the final turn. Kenny makes a spins down, and he's there. Has he injured his shoulder? I think he may have landed awkwardly on the shoulder as he came through. And Kenny Roczen, his ankle, or his knee maybe. So Kenny Roczen goes down and out of a chance of that lead. Watch this here. He has him set up in his sights.
He had the intention, but the shiny stuff, did he clip the rear tire? He was so close. I'd love to actually.
Wasn't sure if, and he's still not crossed the line yet. So Kenny Roczen shaking his head there, and I don't know if Kenny Roczen is going to be out for the rest of the evening, or certainly the next race, because it's going to be a back-to-back race. Kenny Roczen crosses the line in a disappointing 14th place. Was not expecting that.
We saw his intention. He set it up, jump.
That was the incident. This is race 2. And charging into that first turn, Savatgy with a better start. Matt Moss in the middle, and alongside him, the 20 of Aranda. So Aranda's picked himself up, and he's right there in 4th, 5th position as Wilson goes through.
You know payback's coming. Oh, and Freeze just slams
17,
Savatgy. So now Freeze should be sponsored by Target because he's got a huge one on his back.
Roczen just coming up into a bit of a temporary halt there in that tight right-hander a moment ago, but it's Freeze who leads once again. And Wilson right there in second. Bad case of deja vu between these two.
Don't take your eyes off them. Watch this. Oh, he tagged that jump. Otherwise, he was going to repay that favor.
Aranda on the 20. Roczen in 6. Moss 7. Chisholm 8. Subaras 9. Josh Hill 10. Again, these two playing fun and games with each other. And Freezy just that radar underneath that helmet of his. Oh, here we go. Payback. Gave him a good dig in the ribs, but nothing came of it. Freezy still leads and slowing everything up. Look.
Oh, yeah. He's making a point. And, well, the problem is behind Freezy, he's got Wilson, who's furious. He's got Savatgy, who just slammed. So no allies to speak of. Even though Dean Wilson is also on a Honda, that means 0 right now. Oh, Wilson gets a drive. What's going to happen? Freeze try to close the line. Oh!
And Savatgy had a problem there. Did he get slammed by Wilson and off the track?
Savatgy hit into Freeze.
Mitchell Oldenburg under pressure from Ken Roczen. Oldenburg riding very, very accomplished on that 450 here this weekend. Remember, he didn't ride the 450 class last time out at the British Grand Prix. And he gets undone there by Ken Roczen. So Roczen flies by, mails around the turn around the outside and moves up into 4th place with that pass on Mitchell Oldenburg. MX2 World Champion, he's won 250 Supercross Championship, he's won outdoors in America as well. He's the reigning FIM World Supercross Champion, and he's there for a reason as Oldenburg loses the front as well, just like Kenny did at the end of that first heat race.
It's getting slick. I mean, if you go look at that turn, it's shiny, it's polished. Wow, Ken gets a good drive. The thing with Kenny is he doesn't like to slam guys to get past them, and I think
he had that crash. That might have done Ken Roczen a favor because now he feels the pressure is off, and we're seeing that. He's just riding around. He looks like he's on a Sunday afternoon training ride at the moment as he blows by Savatgy in the whoops once again and moves up into 3rd place. Great ride this from Roczen.
That's unreal. I mean, from the elevated camera view, you don't realize how gnarly those whoops are.
But he's not close enough in the whoops at this moment as we are on the final lap, although he is right there now and he does get good drive. Maybe he's measured it to perfection. He shows him a wheel, but he's not able to execute. Start of the day, 5th overall. With a 6th, a 5th, and a 3rd. He wins race 2 here in Abu Dhabi from Vince Freezy and Ken Roczen. Great ride that from the Scot. WSX, the 3rd and final race here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, gets underway in the Etihad Arena. And once again, Freezy to the inside, Savatgy alongside him, and we may have a new leader by the time we reach turn 2. There's Chisholm at the back, and it is Savatgy who leads, and Oldenburg moves into 3rd place.
Oh, Roczen snuck through there as well. I think he's about 6th, so not bad.
Yeah.
But for Savatgy, great start.
We were distracted by yellow flags here. Watch this here. As he comes over the finish line jump, charges in the inside, just runs it in hot, and out he goes. And of course, he couldn't get the drive through the whoops. Kenny was right on point, and he moved into 2nd, and Roczen moves into the lead. But look how tentative he was there. Oh. Look how close these 3 riders are. We've got a game on. We've got a race on here, folks.
I'm really impressed, and the fact that we got 10 laps to go, I like that my prediction was pretty good.
And here comes Kenny once again. This time he makes it stick. He closes down the exit. And Freezy has to sit there in second position. And I wonder what kind of payback. I wonder how much money he's got in his back pocket for that kind of payback, Joey Savatgy. And Roczen, 2.2 seconds clear of this battle for second position. Savatgy very efficient through the whoops, but just can't get close enough. But he's working outside insides. Is there going to be something here? Yes, there is, potentially. He goes to the inside, elbow into the side of Freezy, runs him off the side of the track. He has to yield and give up the position. And he's reluctant to do that at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to have to get that position up, or it's going to be a penalty.
And he's already on a warning, if not a penalty already, from that smash on Wilson. Meanwhile, Wilson in 5th place at the moment. It's going to be a long 6 laps. We've had 8 laps complete. We're on lap 9, and bikes moving around all over the place. Savatgy under pressure from the 20 of Aranda. He has to go defensive, and then he switches to the outside to try and close off, and that allows Wilson to move through past Aranda.
Yeah.
So Wilson all of a sudden up to 4th place. But Wilson here in 4th on the number 15, trying to find his way back past Savatgy, and he's got good drive, and he just gets his nose chopped again in that tight left.
That's the hard part when you go through those sections, is you kind of funnels back down to one line, you know, get up to Freeze, who I think we know what's best.
Waved yellows, and it's Freezy down. So Freezy out of 2nd place. Savatgy goes through, and Subaras is also going to go through. Subaras in 5th, Freezy down to 6th position. Is that the comeuppance? Is that the comeuppance, maybe, you know, like the reward for the way that he's been riding? You know, all these riders queuing up behind him like a mobile chicane. He emerges back into the arena for the final time. Fans on their feet making noise for the defending champion. It's been a rough night for Ken Roczen on the PMG Progressive Insurance Suzuki, but he's bounced back, and he does it in fine style. Rounds out the night with a win in the final race. Ken Roczen, congratulations. And he had to dig deep tonight, no doubt about that.